What are you doing here? I didn't know you were going to be here. Look, we've got a very interesting showdown between a hungry juvenile tyrannosaur and a mother triceratops with some of her young around. They're going to be very careful. We wouldn't want that tyrannosaur to know we're easier prey.
Gary, they can't leave that enclosure. They're animatronics.
The illusion, camera boy. We are actors on the stage. That is life. I mean, the audience doesn't have to know. There's a natural history exhibit right there.
Yeah.
I can totally CG all of it out.
Uh-huh.
I'm totally capable. I mean, I'm not going to do that now since you mentioned it.
Uh-huh.
So, really, the viewers should be thanking you for not having totally rad special effects. Anyways, well, we have here Cretaceous Park, legally distinct from Jurassic Park. Let's actually talk about Jurassic Park, as it is the most asked about topic on my YouTube channel. And by that, I mean it's the only one I've been asked about once by one person. Let's go. Oh, hi. I was just looking at some cool images that are totally actually here on my computer screen and not edited in post. Though, took you long enough to get down here. I mean, really, it was just like 2 minutes ago that we were out in front of those animatronic animals. And cameraman ruined the illusion. If you remember that. I remember that. Because it was only a minute ago. Like 10 seconds, really, actually. Anyways, let's talk about some Jurassic Park. You getting this camera pan?
Yes, I am.
So, I told you to make it look cool. I said, quote, write Jurassic Park on the whiteboard and make it look cool.
I mean, red's cool. Red's cool.
But it's not like Tribeca font, Ryan. I expected better of you.
Okay, let's just...
No. We're filming this. We started filming, we're keeping filming.
Okay.
So, we're gonna... Let's divide this up. Actually, let's not do that. I really should have planned this out. So we've got this line here, which is goodness. So this, what is it called on a graph? Axis? This axis power, shows how good it is on a scale.
The axis power.
Yeah.
Shows how good.
Yeah.
Okay, not gonna question it.
That's unfortunate that I just said that. On a scale from... Oh, darn, do I have a smaller marker tip? Actually, you know what? We're gonna just have the letters signify it. So P is our 0 point. And that's gonna be the Phantom Menace. So the Phantom Menace is the least amount of goodness a movie can have. And the top, which is the most amount of goodness a movie can have, is of course a D for Digimon the movie, which is the pinnacle of filmmaking, pinnacle of everything, art direction, voice acting, sound design, musical instrumentation, musical score. Everything in Digimon the movie is the best. And it's well accepted that it beat, when it was released in I don't actually know when Digimon the movie was released. Anyway, whenever it was, it very quickly was nominated and won Best Picture at the Academy Awards. And has surpassed Citizen Kane and Casablanca as the greatest films ever made. Then, crap, I really didn't think about this graph thing when I drew that first line. The bottom of our graph is going to... What should the bottom of the graph represent, Ryan? I mean, camera boy.
badness? Okay,
Well, no, this represents goodness.
This is your graph.
Because something can have a 0 goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But if this represents badness, then something could both be... Actually, you know what? It is badness. Because something can be great and terrible. Like Digimon the movie. Which will also represent the peak maximum on this chart is Digimon the movie as well. It is great and terrible in the same way the Old Testament God is. So this is... badness, where the most bad, because bad and good are not, look, people think, don't pan the camera, people think that it's like a line. I drew 2 lines. People think that it's like a line with good and bad. It's not. This isn't how it works. So, goodness and badness. They're not opposing concepts. Crap, I did it again, didn't I? Where my brain just kind of shuts off for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's like you get an old computer connection, like a dial-up connection. My brain actually plays dial-up sounds when that happens to me. And then I just sort of snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. To begin with, we've got the book. Let's start with the book, where it all started. So the novel of Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park novel is, I wouldn't say the most good the series has been, but it's really good, not bad at all.
It has no flaws.
It has no flaws. Then, I'd say we do the first movie, because it's the adaptation of the first book. So it's the obvious next choice. The first book is the first book turned movie, is very good, but it's also got more flaws than the book. So we're going to put it, it's not bad, here. Then, of course, the second book. Because, you know, about some book, movie. The second book is the best of the movie books, in my opinion. So it's going to go right here. So let's connect our line chart, line graph here. So we go from first book, it's amazing. Sets off, it's a brilliant, scathing critique, not even scathing critique, but a brilliant analysis of scientific power and whether scientists should do what they can do, and even it is a really good deconstruction of reconstructions of extinct animals. Talking about, it's even mentioned even if they were to clone a dinosaur, if we were to clone a dinosaur, how would we know we got it right? We don't know what dinosaurs are supposed to look like in the first place. So we go from there to the first movie, which is good. It loses sort of some of the scientific criticisms. I think it's still, that's the main message of it. I think that the core of the Jurassic Park franchise is science run amok. Dinosaurs are just the avenue in which science has gone off the rails in this story. Then, as all line graphs do, we go backwards. So this is our first little iteration. Then, obviously, second movie. Jurassic Park, The Lost World. After the Lost World book up here. Now, they changed a lot from the Lost World book. They actually, with the San Diego scene at the end of the second movie, brought in a lot of elements of the original Arthur Conan Doyle, The Lost World. So it, of course, goes right here. It's not very good. In fact, I would say, actually, no. I just remembered what the rest of the series is like. it's going to go here. I'd say it's good and bad, but I would say it's not good, but it's not bad. Now this is, I want to stress, the definitive order for these movies. This is not my opinion. This is fact. If you disagree with me, you are fundamentally incorrect about the Jurassic Park series.
Are we creating a fascist dictatorship now? With you as the leader?
Yes.
Okay.
Then our bar graph is going to go there. The curvy lines are also scientifically accurate. So, what comes after the second movie?
The third one.
The third movie. Yeah, sure, let's go there. So the third movie, often thought of as bad, but I think that the third movie takes on more of an action comedy in the Shakespearean sense, where it's not a comedy in the sense that there's lots of jokes, but a comedy in the sense of the stakes aren't really there throughout most of the stories. You do have high stakes scenes like the Spinosaurus attacking the barge. I think it's better than the second one. I also think it's got a lot more badness than the second one. And the scene that everyone criticizes, I want to say this now, where Alan Grant is on the plane and he's asleep and there's the raptor next to him that says, Alan. And everyone's like, oh, that's weird and dumb. Yeah, it's a dream. You ever had a dream that was a bit weird and dumb and you thought, oh, that was a weird dream? You didn't think that was awful and unrealistic of a dream to have? No, that's stupid. You just had a weird dream. Accept it. Jurassic Park 3 goes right there. It's kind of like the mirror of 2. If we draw, this is very important, if we draw a dotted line, and then I'm going to have to curve this to reach the other corner, and we mirror, or what is that in math? Translate?
Sure, we'll go.
If we translate this, change these negative coordinates to positive, then it ends up in the mirror image. That's Jurassic Park 3. What comes after Jurassic Park 3?
Not Lost World, the Jurassic World
You're
series.
wrong. We're going back to books.
Back to books.
Yes. Actually, no, we're not going back to books. There's Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder on the Game Boy. We haven't mentioned any games before. I don't care. We're mentioning Jurassic Park 3 Builder on the Game Boy. It's, of course, almost as... Oh, that's the wrong marker. It's, of course, almost as good as the book, the first book, but it's a Game Boy game. I think it's Game Boy Color.
I wouldn't know. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm looking at the audience, Ryan.
Okay.
You're the audience. That's the wrong marker, too. So we go to Jurassic Park 3 Builder on the Game Boy. I think it predates Operation Genesis, so it's like the first foray into building a game. Operation Genesis also goes there, so just make sort of a double dot up there. It's like sunglasses. Actually, yeah, let's... Sunglasses. Sunglasses, right? That's what sunglasses look like.
Okay.
So we've got the sunglasses up there. Then, what comes after that, Ryan?
Then would probably become the, I forget the name of the company, but there's the,
Jurassic World,
the
you're right.
Okay, never mind.
Jurassic World is the fourth Jurassic Park movie starring Chris Pratt. It is a movie that was made. Chris Pratt's the best part of the movie. The Mosasaurus changes size, and training raptors is a bit silly. So it is, I would say, better, more goodness than 2, and not really much more badness. So it's going to go right there. And we're gonna draw that line right there. Ta-da! What comes after Lost World? Or Jurassic World, I mean, Ryan.
Fallen Kingdom.
You're right, it's the Jurassic World Jr. novel explaining why Vic Hoskins was the security director on the island. So, in Jurassic Park 3, I think that was this dot. In Jurassic Park 3, there's a scene where they float through an area that, like an aviary that has pteranodons in it. And as they leave, the gate, like, creaks back open after them, like they didn't lock the gate. They're very unruly. And that just sort of only exists so that you can have them at the end of the movie look out of a helicopter and see, oh, look at a beautiful pteranodon. Oh, it's so cool and majestic, like a bird, like the birds at the end of the first movie. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Rick. Oh, wow. Anyway, apparently those pteranodons, after they got out of the island, out of the aviary on the second island. I'm not really explaining what Jurassic Park is in any of these. I'm expecting the viewer to be super intimate with everything I'm talking about, of course, obviously. What do you think this is? Educational? It's not. There's this book for children about why Vic Hoskins, the big mean security guy who wants to train raptors to work in the military, is the big mean security guy who wants to train raptors to work in the military. And he's hired because these pteranodons that escaped went up to Alaska. And in Alaska, Vic Hoskins captured them or something. Did he shoot him dead? I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, that is, I think, the most inoffensive thing in Jurassic Park, so it's going to go right at the bottom here. Not very good, not very bad. Then, of course, the obvious next progression in the series is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the latest movie. It's sort of, in my opinion, a remake of... Wait, was this the second movie? Was this not the second movie, Ryan? In my opinion, Fallen Kingdom is sort of like a pseudo-remake of the second movie. Am I in frame right now, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, good. But I don't really think it's... I think... Actually, you know what? I can literally show on a chart what my feelings towards Fallen Kingdom are. I think it's better than the second movie, but it's a lot worse than the second movie. It's got more goodness, but also more badness. So it's going to go right here. And that's not the marker we use for that. Now, those loyal fans of mine, or even just people who, like video game history, especially first-person shooter history, might know about a little game called Jurassic Park Trespasser. I should have mentioned it back by the second movie, but I didn't for dramatic timing, I think. But before we mark where Trespasser is, it's time for a word from our sponsors. Moist Get... Oh, crap. Where did I put it? Hold on. Here, viewer. Let me just put this in my... Crap, I dropped it. Am I, good? Time for a word from our sponsors. Moist Gary is brought to you by... African Rhino Peri Peri Hot Sauce.
Ron, they aren't sponsoring us.
Well, yeah, they aren't. I've actually never had this. This is their extra hot one. I've had their mild hot sauce. No joke, this stuff tastes like amazing. It's great. I've also had a horrible sore throat this week. So I'm gonna drink some of this. You know, I've been talking for 10 minutes at least. I need something refreshing, Your throat gets parched, and what do you want when your throat's parched? Oh gosh, I'm a bit worried thinking about it now. What do you want other than a nice, refreshing drink of extra hot sauce? This is, what are the Scovilles on this, Ryan?
50,000 to 250,000.
Up to
Scovilles.
250,000 Scovilles.
That isn't actually all too much. But
I know.
It sounds like a lot.
Look at how white my skin is, Ryan. It's a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm Polish. Mayonnaise is my blood. Oh no, I've made it. Oh, my face is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Isn't it like you're not supposed to drink water? Because that makes it worse.
Generally.
Oh gosh, I am hot. I'm getting hot physically. Ugh.
Remember that moment when I said,
I don't have to do this?
yeah, and that you shouldn't?
Ow. Ah. Oh. Moist Gary's gotta lose his job. Oh, breathing hurts. Breathing. Oh, wow. Anyway, you know what? I know we're not actually sponsored, but I want to finish. I want to finish the sponsor deal, Ryan. Next time you're parched on a hot day, look for some African peri peri hot sauce. The refreshing taste that kids love. I regret this.
What did I tell you about, yeah, no, we shouldn't?
Look, the thesis statement of Jurassic Park is doing something just because you can, even though you should not. We are simply... Oh. Can you give me some tissues, please?
Yes.
We are simply following suit with Jurassic Park. Oh gosh, I'm not the hottest stuff I've ever had, but on a sore throat. Oh, that was murder. Anyway, after that stunning delay, my face feels like warm. Not like hot, but warm. Like warmer than the rest of me is. Jurassic Park Trespasser. I'm doing a Let's Play of it on my channel, so subscribe if you want to see that. Look at that. Look at that little stealth sliding that in there. Now I'm cold. I'm very cold. Jurassic Park Trespasser was an amazing game. Groundbreaking. Breathtaking. Breath-breaking. It'd take your breath away and then punch you in the sternum so you couldn't get it back. It also broke almost every computer that was around when it came out. The puzzles are lame. Nothing moves naturally. Everything's terrible. It is actually better and worse than Digimon the movie. So our chart is going to finish up by going... Please tell me that was off screen.
Yes.
Oh, now it's burning again. Oh.
You good, dude?
I made a mistake.
should have thought of something to wash it down.
I made a mistake. It's okay, I got like 50 bottles of water in my desk drawer.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. This episode is terrible. This episode is completely terrible. This is a total... What does this graph even mean? Is this a recognizable graph?
I think it's just supposed to... I don't know. I honestly... I don't know.
Look, let's label it. So we got... Let's do this in red, actually. Where's my red marker, Ryan? I tried to label this. I don't know what it means either. I can't distinguish this, but this is, as I said, the definitive series guide to Jurassic Park. So if someone comes to you and says they liked Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, where's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom on the chart, Ryan? Look, just agree with them, you know. Just say, "Oh yeah, you know, I thought that was some fun stuff in that movie too." You just be nice to them, you know. Anyway, thanks for coming to this video. If you enjoyed it, which I don't know why you would, really, be sure to like, subscribe. Comment down below. Moist out. Please stop. Can you stop recording now?